Yeah, my shoulder messed up, everyone. So don't tell Canelo. It may be the right, maybe the left, but it's both of them. I'm having problems with my shoulders.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds.
Is it something to worry about? Yes. Can it affect the fight? Absolutely. I just said how.
Breaking news. Just days before his mega fight with Canelo Alvarez, shocking rumors say Terence Crawford is badly injured. Is the fight in danger? Or is this mind game drama before the biggest showdown of his career? Stay tuned, this changes everything. The boxing world is in shock after reports claim that Terence Crawford has suffered a major injury just days before his huge fight with Canelo Alvarez. What was supposed to be one of the biggest boxing events of this era is now under serious doubt. Fans, experts, and fighters are all asking the same question: should the fight still happen, or will it be cancelled? This breaking news has created chaos across the boxing community.
But word on the street is that Bud Crawford has hurt his shoulder or re-injured a shoulder that had been surgically repaired.
Former world champion and analyst Tim Bradley wasted no time reacting to the news. He strongly criticized Crawford, suggesting that these are just excuses before facing Canelo. Bradley believes that real champions fight through adversity, and he even questioned if Crawford is already looking for a way out. His fiery comments have only added more tension to this already dramatic situation.
Crawford 100%. Crawford is 100%. If he ain't 100%, he 90%. He's still gonna fight. He's still gonna fight. That's just what it is. Forget that shoulder. Bro, this is what we signed up for. This is part of being a fighter. That's what it's part of. This is what you wanted. This is what you got. This is what comes with it. That's it. Stop making excuses. No team. Winner takes all on this one.
Oscar de la Hoya gave his thoughts as well. He pointed out that Crawford is moving up to a heavier weight class, something that comes with huge risks. According to de la Hoya, Canelo's power, size, and experience at super middleweight will be too much for Crawford. While he respects Crawford's skill and movement, he doubts that will be enough. He predicts Canelo's pressure and heavy shots will eventually break Crawford down and possibly lead to a stoppage win.
Do you feel that Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, it's going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo, who's a natural 175. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters. Yeah. He's not getting rattled at all.
No.
Berlanga's a big kid.
Yeah.
So it makes me think, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard. Right. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork.
Boy Anthony, Executive Club, getting a fresh haircut. But just want to talk about Canelo. Crawford is coming up this weekend and everybody's excited. Here in Vegas, the electricity is in the air. So look, even though these guys are combined almost 80 years old, it should be a good fight. And let me tell you why. Crawford is coming up 2 weight classes and he's coming off a year's layoff. So that's a huge advantage for Canelo. If Canelo forces his will on him, he'll probably be 190 pounds inside the ring on fight night. I give him a great shot in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round to knock out Crawford. If he doesn't do that, then Crawford is going to box his ears off. It might be another Mayweather versus Canelo. Remember when Mayweather was just schooling him and making him look silly? That can happen again this Saturday. So everything has to be perfect for Crawford. He has to use his footwork. He has to use his speed, his combinations, his ring IQ. He has to stay disciplined. And Canelo, all he has to do is take Crawford's punches. But he cannot be comfortable inside the ring.
Popular commentator Showbiz The Adult also spoke about the rumors. He admitted that talks of an injury might be connected to Crawford's age, his long break from fighting, and past training problems. But Showbiz reminded fans not to believe everything too quickly. He explained that before big fights, rumors always spread, sometimes just to create drama. He doesn't fully dismiss the idea of soreness, but he sees no clear proof that Crawford is truly injured.
From this side of my mouth, is it something to worry about? Yes, can it affect the fight? Absolutely. I just said how, right? Absolutely it can, especially when you're packing on extra muscle. Your shoulders get heavy anyway when your shoulders are overdeveloped and you packing muscle on. And if you have a shoulder injury, it will affect you. Okay. I mean, I'm one of those people. It is what it is. I say it all the time, bro. It is what it is. All right. These are human beings. They're real people. If you have an injury, it will affect you 100%. These aren't robots. This ain't a damn cartoon. It's not a movie. It's real life. All right. A lot of you guys got issues now physically. You throw you in a ring, you'll be like, yo, my back was killing me. You know what I'm saying? But with that said,
Shawn Porter, who once fought Crawford, shared his concern. He said Crawford will face serious danger if he has to take Canelo's punches for 12 rounds. Porter explained that Canelo is naturally bigger, stronger, and will try to wear Crawford down early with power shots. While Porter respects Crawford's ring intelligence, he warned that non-stop pressure from a fighter like Canelo could be too much to handle.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So
Crawford himself has denied the rumors completely. At a recent press event in Las Vegas, he moved his arms freely and laughed at the injury claims. He called the rumors made up and said people are just looking for excuses. Confident and calm, Crawford told reporters that nothing will stop him from giving his all in the biggest fight of his career.
There's rumors that you've got a shoulder injury. Do you have a shoulder injury or is that just rubbish?
Where I got a shoulder injury, I don't know. I think people coming up with their own, antics. Terence Crawford got a shoulder injury, Terence Crawford out of shape, Terence Crawford slow, Terence Crawford. Yeah, they coming up with all kinds of stuff.
Are you feeling a difference in power now you've moved up and you're at your natural weight?
Of course. Power is definitely going to come with it. So that's not any worries that I ever had.
Crawford's jabs don't ever miss. Canelo's punches come like a brick. Both got a bag full of tricks. They must eat their way to Bix. Don't come at me, you'll get this. You lanky streak of piss. Don't call you broke, you sis. Go chill and watch Netflix.
Still, many critics remain suspicious. A picture showing Crawford's left shoulder looking swollen has fueled more doubts. Some believe Crawford is hiding the truth so Canelo doesn't gain a strategic advantage. Critics also point out that Crawford has been inactive for over a year, and at age 37, even small injuries can become major setbacks.
Totally debunked this shit. He said that he has no shoulder injury, but at the same time, bro, you can't expect Terence Crawford to come out here right before the fight, if he is injured, that is, and say like, no, yeah, my shoulder is injured. Of course he's not gonna do that shit, right? So he has to deny it. So Terence Crawford denying that he has a shoulder injury, it doesn't really mean shit to me. But how true this is, we're gonna hear the truth about this shoulder injury after the fight. This is probably when, if Terence Crawford loses, you're probably gonna hear that, yeah, my shoulder was injured, this and that, just the list of excuses, it just keeps piling up with this guy, or not with him. I'm not saying Terence Crawford is using these excuses.
In response, Crawford defended his legacy. He reminded everyone that his undefeated record, his dominant win over Errol Spence Jr., and his titles across multiple divisions prove his greatness. He rejected the idea that moving up in weight makes him less of a threat. Crawford is confident his accomplishments already speak louder than any rumor.
But, some people say that you've not faced the level of power and precision to the body that Canelo brings, that he's different. Do you think he brings anything different to the table that you haven't seen?
Well, they always say that, They say that with Spence. He's the body snatcher. He's going to break my ribs and so forth. We shall see.
How do you want people to remember this performance when it's all said and over? What's the headline the next day?
Listen, they gonna come up with their own analogy. You know, all I know is they're gonna be saying Terence Crawford was spectacular September 13th.
Photos from training camp have shocked fans. Crawford looks bigger, stronger, and more muscular than ever before. He has gained significant size to prepare for Canelo, moving up 2 full weight classes.
Hi again, Coach. They say that Crawford got injured, and then is that true? What people are saying that? 100%. He's ready for the fight for this Saturday. 100%. You gotta say that in the news, right? In the news. You got it. Thank you very much.
Canelo, what did you think about the picture of Crawford? And he's looking pretty muscular. What do you think about that?
I think it's good because we see he prepare himself really well, and you expect a really good fight. So,
thank you.
Despite the added muscle, Crawford's body still looks lean and athletic. His team has clearly focused on building power while keeping his speed and movement. Many are calling this the most dangerous and powerful version of Crawford we have ever seen.
It's been good. It's been good, and this is the biggest fight in the last 10 years.
What do you make of Terence Crawford's shape? He posted that photo with the six-pack. How do you think he's handling the weight?
This is the fight, the biggest fight for them, and they will be ready 100%, both of them.
Thank you very much.
On the other hand, critics say Canelo has not looked as sharp in recent fights. Some point to fewer punches, slower movement, and possible effects of his past hand injury. Others believe age has started catching up to him. While he remains highly skilled, many think he now relies more on experience than explosiveness.
Right now. But you guys got to keep this in mind, right? So everybody that's out here saying like, oh no, Bud is looking bigger than Canelo and this and that, right? You guys got to keep in mind that Canelo is doing his usual weight cut. Canelo, did you guys see the footage of Canelo arriving on his private jet and where he got off of the stairs and shit, right? And he looked like he was kind of drunk. He looked like he was kind of drunk, like he looked kind of crackheaded-ish, right?
We are ready here in Vegas, ready for Saturday, September 13th. Thanks, Riyadh Season and Turkey Al-Ashim. We're ready.
He looked off, but then I really paid attention, and that's because he's cutting weight, bro. Canelo looks like that because he's cutting weight. I'm not gonna say he's weight trained or nothing like that, but he's struggling, bro. You could see the shit in his face and all of that. Pay close attention, bro. A lot of people are thinking that he was drunk when he got off of that plane, but I don't think it was that, bro. I just think that it's that weight cut.
Crawford's sparring partner Kenneth Sims gave a powerful story to World Boxing News. He recalled how Crawford dominated him in almost every sparring session. Sims admitted that Crawford's timing, pressure, and intelligence inside the ring are on another level. Even today, whenever they meet in the gym, Sims says Crawford still outclasses him every time.
Did Terence Crawford beat you up in sparring? Because a lot of people have told me, even Shakur told me that Bud has beat me up in sparring before. Like
the first time we sparred, he beat my ass.
Yo, why does this nigga do? Bud be like trying to beat up niggas for real in sparring.
Yeah, he beat my ass the first time we sparred. Nah, but that was before we went to camp together. So that was Bud, his baby mom, she from Chicago, so he come up here and he had called me whenever he come up here, be like, yo, what you doing? So this was bro, I was like 19, 20 years old. He called me, bro. I said, I ain't doing that. I said, you got your shit?
Bud competitive, he gonna be.
He said, yeah. I said, come to the gym.
Right.
I did alright, but he would be, but I did alright.
Yeah.
But when we was in camp with for the camp with Amir Khan camp, it was great work. It's like boxing. You have your days, he have his days. It was good. It was fun.
Analysts remain divided on the outcome. Many believe Crawford's unbeaten record, high ring IQ, and movement could earn him a decision victory. But others argue that Canelo's size, experience, and pressure at super middleweight will be too much. Most expect a close, hard-fought battle that could go either way depending on who takes control in the later rounds.
Canelo. I hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Really? Yeah?
Now, I'll tell you like this, I mean, the weight division things, you know, but I hope Crawford beats the shit.
That's me. Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win.
Obviously, Crawford's a great fighter, Canelo's a great fighter, but I just think that this has more hype around it, and you know, we just saw them come off of some boring-ass fights, and they're probably just going to sit there and dance for 12 rounds.
Who's Canelo? What Canelo is going to show up? The Canelo who's looking to cash a big check, or the Canelo that really wants to fight like a fight?
It seems you got to pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He done signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent.
So now the big question, is Terence Crawford really injured, or are these just rumors to add more drama before the fight? Do you think he can handle Canelo's power at super middleweight, or will Canelo prove too strong? Share your thoughts in the comments below.